All right, you guys, y'all really can't see me, but I'm in here doing Sunday dinner. So whoever wants to join me, yes, I'm making it a little late. Got a little bit of corn on the cob. I'm gonna go over here and put and make some green beans with some cube steak. That's what we're having. I'm not using the Ninja tonight. The Ninja will probably be on the menu. We'll be cooking dinner tomorrow night. So there will, when I hear the Ninja tonight, or none of that. But I hope everybody is having a good Sunday evening. If you want to join, you can join. If not, that's fine too. I still love y'all. I still love y'all. I'm trying to get used to going live on my own channel. So y'all bear with me, guys, okay? Just bear with me. But I'm gonna cut these peppers up and get my Sunday dinner on. I'm being lazy today. I don't know why. Usually I have dinner pretty much done or not done. But today it's not done. It really isn't done. And I ain't do what I was supposed to do. I've been working a lot. So y'all not getting all the fancy cutting, editing, and everything that y'all usually get. And I'm gonna do this as my first live. So I'm doing this from my laptop, y'all. I'm doing it from my laptop. So y'all gonna see me come in the picture, disappear out the picture, come in the picture, come in and disappear. But this is straight Nene without no edits, without no little funny gags, without none of that, okay? All right. Oh. So I got my little cube steak. I said that's what we're having for dinner with green beans and corn on the cob. White corn on the cob, that is. So I am looking for an onion. I'm gonna make my cube steak in the oven like I usually do. I'm not gonna use the Ninja Foodie. Anybody got something that they want to talk about? We could talk. I can see it in the chat. Nobody? Nobody wants to talk? Well, I guess I'll just do all the talking. How about that? While I get ready to prep my stuff, I'll do all the talking. How about that? But like I said, today I ended up on the big lots. It was hot as I don't know. I thought Hades was sitting next to me, and me and Hades wasn't getting along. So I had to run there real quick and do some things. That's pretty much. I ran to the store and picked up some things. And even though I telework from home, I still like to get stuff done early so I don't have a lot on me at the last minute. And that's what people don't understand. My mommy be wanting to hold a whole conversation on the phone and everything. I be like, Mom, I got to go to work in the morning. Hey, MJ. Yeah, I just clicked the button, decided to go live. All I'm doing is making Sunday dinner. I'm a little late, but it's okay. And what's on the menu is going to be cube steak with white corn on the cob and green beans. Now y'all know I can make green beans from scratch, but not tonight. We're not doing all that tonight. And the ninja said he is not going to do an introduction tonight. He probably cook something tomorrow night. So I'm giving the ninja a little rest tonight and everything. You've never made cube steak? Really? You can make cube steak out of beef. You can make it out of ground turkey. You can make it out of ground chicken. It's not that hard at all to do. I can't believe you. You from Mississippi and you ain't made cube steak. Come on now. We from neighboring states. I'm from Alabama originally. This was one of my grandmother's specialties that she would do for us. Was make cube steak sometimes on Sundays. And me being the baby grandchild, I always was the one that had to sit and watch. I could never I got the small chore. I ended up having to cut up the small stuff. I know that's right. Well, even if I became rich, MJ, I would only have a chef on certain occasions, but I still would want to go in the kitchen and cook for my family. And you know, because I know when your babies eat your cooking, it seems like they just be excited. So, you know, it's something about that mom's cooking that means a lot. It really is. Um, I have certain dishes, like my mom makes pot roast chicken. I have certain dishes that I be requesting when I go home that she make, and she'll make it for me. I know when I was in the Navy, my mom used to make, I don't know if y'all know, you can get the frozen candy yams um, in the frozen department. Now, I'm going to tell you, people done got peep game to them. Hey, Mercade Kings. See, look what y'all done made me do. Y'all done made me go live cooking. Yeah, y'all done made me go live cooking. Um, but what I was saying that there were the little frozen orange candy yams that now you have to get them like a month or whatever ahead of time for the holidays, and Kroger and them raised the price to like $5 or something for them. And what you do is my mother, I used to crave them when I was in the Navy, especially when I was pregnant with my oldest daughter. I used to crave her ham, her greens, potato salad. I wanted it all, but I couldn't get it because I was in San Diego and she was in Alabama. And that's going to be another story time. Well, I could tell y'all the story time. So, you know, when you was growing up, since I'm letting some stuff heat up, you know, when you was growing up, your your grandparents and your mom and them say, don't you be fast. Well, I wasn't fast. I graduated high school and everything. I was actually 21 when I got pregnant with my oldest daughter. Now I flew home, and whoever this is calling me. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. People calling you when they know you're doing something and you're trying to grow yourself. So I was in my third year in the Navy. And what ended up happening was I fell in love. I got pregnant. And when you're on the ship, they'll only keep you on the ship for by the time you get 4 months. Well, I didn't find out I was pregnant until I was 3 months, but I had been deployed for 2 months. So a lot of people say, well, you was pregnant when you got pregnant on the ship. No, I did not get pregnant on the ship. Let's do the math. I was 3 months pregnant, but deployed for 2. So that means when the ship deployed, guess what? I was with child. So to make a long story short, um, I did not want to disappoint my mama. My grandmother passed my senior year, and I did not want to disappoint my mom for anything, for no reason or anything. And I felt if I told her I was pregnant, that she would be disappointed with me. Now, y'all have to realize I was 21 years old, had been in the United States Navy. I had to get off the ship at 4 months because it's hazardous. You could fall and you could miscarry. So when I came back, y'all, I came back and I let my mom know I was back in the States and everything, but I did not tell my mother I was pregnant. So she's like, well, you're going to come home for Christmas and everything. Now, my daughter was due in January. So that means that would have put me at 8 months in December. And I was like, nah, mommy, I'm not going to come home. You know what I told my mom? I had to have my tonsils taken out. So finally, my nosy roommate that I love to death, she said, Miss Claire, reason why Toya can't travel is because she's going to be 8 months pregnant. And I just knew my mom was going to be so crushed. My mom said, okay, and you grown. You've been out my house for 3 years. She said, when the baby due? I said, mommy, it due in January. She said, oh, it ain't like you recently pregnant. You was pregnant when you came back. So that is my oldest daughter is my Navy baby. And I tell people that, and I say it with love because I stayed in 3 more years after I had her. So, and that's where I met. Y'all seen Big Anthony. I met him in the Navy. So when me and him got together, he had a daughter and I had a daughter. So my youngest daughter, y'all hear me talk about, that is our daughter that we have in common. And still to this day, he can come over here and he calls her his daughter because he was around her ever since before she was, I think she was 9 months old when I started dating Big Anthony. So yeah, but yeah, MJ, you have to get off the ship when you, by the time you reach, before you're 5 months, you cannot stay on a U.S. Navy ship because, and I wouldn't want to stay on a U.S. Navy ship pregnant because guess what? You have all these stairs and all this equipment and all this stuff that can cause you to fall and hurt yourself and lose your baby. So that is a small story time while I cook and I'm letting this stuff heat up. Now, what I did do is I like to leave my onions like this in a circle. So, and I cut my bell peppers up just like this. And I take my meat and I put it in seasoned flour and shake it up instead of me having to season then flour and all that. But y'all seen that when I do the ninja. So I'm gonna come up with my own seasoning flour. I ain't gonna throw shade at somebody. I love their seasoning flour, but by the time you pay for it and the shipping is almost just as much as what you pay for it, another YouTuber said make your own, and that's what I'm gonna do. Now, and to do that, y'all, you take what seasonings you like for your food and you just put it in a bag like this. I use gluten-free flour because I'm diabetic. So when I put that gluten-free flour in here, hold up, y'all. When kids put stuff up in your kitchen and you don't know where it is, that becomes a problem. So you just put it in here. I'm over here putting flour so y'all can't see me. I'm so used to editing and doing vlog videos, so I put flour in here like this. And I get slap your mama seasoning. And I gotta give me some more of this. I throw it in here like this. And then whatever other season I want in here, I put in there. And y'all, this is just a test run of me going live. And seeing how it is, because I'm always coming up on everybody else's panel. So they was like, you need to get used to going. And I got some good news too. I have 935 subscribers as we speak. So I am close to my 1,000 subscribers. So it's time for me to grind on my watch hours. So that's what I'm going to do, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So Like I said, I took that flour and I put what seasonings I want in there. And I'm gonna do it like this. And I've already washed off my steak. And so what you do is you take your cube steak that you have here and just put it in there like that. And the reason why I use bags like this is because every time if I do chicken, if I do a fish, I don't want the same flour. I want fresh flour, seasoned and everything. Now, if I'm gonna turn around and do some more chicken the next day, I may add to it and keep it moving. And then you get it all coated like that. MJ, you can do this. It's not gonna be hard. But what I gotta do now is I gotta heat my grease up. I'm so used to the Ninja doing everything for me. But I do make sure I preheated the oven. And I know everybody getting ready to watch their TV shows and everything. And I am just going to get it started. Let y'all see what I got started. When I say green beans, I'm going to open up these bad boys. And that's what we having. I'll put a little bit of bacon bits in them, to add up a little seasoning or whatever. Sometimes you can't do everything from scratch. You don't be having time for that. I don't see how the women back in the day, our grandmothers, great grandmothers, they used to get in their kitchen and they used to be in the kitchen all day. They would have breakfast, lunch, and dinner cooked. You didn't go hungry. So by the time they were snapping them green beans and everything, when they had breakfast done, they was working on dinner and lunch at the same time. So I don't see how they did it because it's a lot of work, y'all. It's a whole lot of work. In the white corn, I had to shackle the corn, and some people don't realize you have to shackle corn. I like the fresh corn. And I put Old Bay in the water and with some little bit of butter, a little bit of pepper. That Old Bay is going to set it off. And y'all will notice this whole time while I am live, neither one of my kids will come in here, but I'm also up here recapping and looking at 90 Day Fiance. How many of y'all look at that? I can't with the one, I can't think of her name, but she with the little guy from Nigeria, Michael, and she be screaming at him and hollering, and I just can't do it. I'm like, I'll be like, look here, you can have your visa, you can have your citizenship, I'm gonna stay right here in Nigeria. Because you ain't gonna be screaming at me. She be screaming. She from Georgia. I think the lady he's engaged to is from Georgia. So I ain't gonna say no more on that one. So everybody had a good weekend. I really did enjoy a lot of the panels I was on. MJ, I do apologize that I was not able. Let me tell you how technical savvy I wasn't last night. I was on my laptop because I was laying across the bed. And the sound went out all of a sudden. So I'm up here thinking, well, I don't have this, the sound going and everything. So I had to come back in. I kept rebooting. And I kind of got irritated because I'm like, it was doing just fine. And I really wanted to hear it. Because you see, I had came in, but then I ended up losing sound. And I wasn't feeling like going to my desktop. And then I said I could put it on my TV, but then I got so frustrated that I was like, okay. So this morning I get the tech savvy, the 22-year-old. And I said, baby, why is my sound not on my laptop? Took her 1 second. She looked down somewhere on here and said, click. I said, I can't stand you. I said, I can't stand you. And I couldn't get her last night because guess what? She was asleep. I said, I cannot. I seriously told her, I can't stand you. She said, Mom. She said, you didn't think to look there? I said, no, baby, I didn't think to look there. I said, but it's okay. That's what I got you for. because she is real tech savvy. Usually I do good on my own, but last night I guess I had something on the brain. I don't know. But I know where to look next time. But like I told y'all, I am just so used to doing vlogs and not being on my own live. But now I have gotten some encouragement. And this one was, well, let me just go live and talk while I cook. Uh, I bet I'm gonna go back and look at it. Actually, I'm gonna go back and look at it tonight before I even close my eyes and rest. And I bet you it was not what you just said. I doubt, MJ, anything you do is not ever gonna be a flop. You know why? Because you got that determination. Child, you got that sweetie pies in that Steve Bannon and that what was the other one? Oh God, brain going. You had that on lock. And if somebody say you didn't have that on lock, they wrong. You had that on lock, boo. You got it on lock. You actually got it on lock. Well, we know my grease is ready. It's back there popping like it's hot. So you just keep doing what you do. McCray Kings keep doing what they do. Everybody that in the circle. Everybody in that circle. Burns Closet keep doing what she do. And I'm just naming out some people that have actually embraced me. I'm talking from D's Diets channel to Buddy, the Talking Bee Sean. Now I do share out Buddy because Buddy does a lot of stuff for kids. It's beautiful what D got going over there with Buddy. Even though Buddy need to drop this rose, but you gotta have a support background, because I said it first when I started my YouTube. I wasn't doing it for one, I ain't doing it for the money, and I sure ain't doing it for the fame, but I want to leave my kids something to go back and look at when I'm no longer on this earth. They can say, you know what? Mom did YouTube. Mom had a channel. I want to hear my mama's voice. I want to see my mama's face. Well, I can remember when she was editing that vlog. I can remember when she did that. That's what YouTube is to me. Now, the perks is, yeah, maybe, once I do what I do, I can get monetized and get some sponsors and everything. But like I said, I look at this as I'm on a platform that I can leave for my kids. And my kids can see, if they ever want to hear their mama's voice or see their mama, they can go and say, here, that's my mama. Everybody don't do YouTube. Everybody can't do YouTube. There's been times where I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to stop. But then I got people like MJ and y'all and the Prey Kings and Burns Closet and, egging me to keep going. And that's the main thing. We're small YouTubers right now, but a lot can happen in a year. A lot. When I woke up and seen that I was at 935 subscribers, I was in tears. I said, you know what? What happened? I have some videos where I have over 1,000 subscribers. I mean, not subscribers, but views. What happened? Somebody's seeing me. I guess I'm reaching out to the people on my daddy's side out there in India. Yeah, I said it. Don't y'all be laughing at me. Because I've noticed that a lot. I went and checked my analytics. And most of my people are from overseas. Isn't that something? So people don't realize a lot of times people from overseas want to see what us people in these states are doing and how we live. And I tell people, I am not, y'all hold on. I'm letting you know ahead of time I'm on live. So if you're coming in the kitchen, you might want to be looking right. That is the oldest. I said, you might want to be looking right. And she said, can I look left? That's the one that helped me paint the vases. That's the one that actually set up there and did that other Kit Kat, the first Kit Kat challenge with me, the Japanese one. That's what I deal with. Now the other one, we don't know. We may get her on and let y'all, but she might just do the camera. I doubt she's gonna let you see her because that's just her. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this steak brown, take it out, finish browning the rest of them that I have, take them out. Then I'm gonna put it back in the pan that I fried it in with the peppers and the onions. And then what I'm gonna do is add some water. Now, sometimes what I do, if I feel like it, I'll make my own gravy. If not, then I go to this, doctor it up and put it in there, and it's still gonna come out just as if you had made it from home. So yes, I can make stuff from scratch homemade, but I sometimes do stuff as they call semi-homemade and keep it from there. Keep it moving and everything. So I got two people with me. Y'all don't have we can talk about anything while this food cooking. And yes, I'm having a hot flash. And they ain't no joke. Hot flashes, me and hot flashes ain't been getting along for the last 2 years. So while we let that do that, I'm gonna go ahead and shake up some more in this bag and keep it moving. I don't know what everybody else had for dinner today. What everybody else cooked. Nobody cooked. Somebody had to be cooking today. I'm just late cooking. My kids don't mind because they're still gonna eat regardless of what time dinner get done. Trust me. So y'all are actually seeing the kitchen that y'all usually see me in with the Ninja, but this is in this house I'm renting, but the landlord, I've been here for 7 years. I stayed in another house that I rented for 10, but the landlord, he's really cool. So I told him that I wanted to paint the kitchen. I hate flat paint, white paint, and I want to paint the kitchen with a gloss so it's easy to wipe down. Because when you got flat white paint, it comes off on the rag. You can't clean it like you want to. So that is what I really will be trying to do within the next before the holidays. I will show y'all the complete of whatever I did to the kitchen. I still got to do whatever I had got for fall, the haul that I did for fall. I still gotta film that because the tablescape is done for that. The living room is done and everything. I think there's only one throw that I'm waiting to come that'll finish setting it off, but I can still record without it. Now, when I was in Big Lots today, and I'm telling y'all this now, it seems like the new fall color thing has something to do with navy blue. And I'm going to show y'all what I mean. But I decided I'm not going to use this and it says blessed. But this is the new, if you go in Big Lots, this is a beautiful blue that they have going on. Very beautiful blue. But I said what I'm going to do is wait and use this for Christmas decor, because this goes with a color theme that I'm going to change in for Christmas. But you guys, I just wanted to come on here, test it out, see how it feels to go live on your own channel. Thank you guys who did come in. And yes, I believe you, MJ, when you say, child, I wash walls like crazy. I got adult children and be up in here washing walls and be like, you know what? When you get your own apartment, I'm gonna come to your house, put my feet in your couch. I'm gonna do what Eddie Murphy did to everybody else. Or what they said, Charlie Murphy. Who was it that put their feet in the white couch? I'm gonna cut up. They ain't gonna like me by the time everything's said and done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this food on and everything. And like I said, I'm so used to cutting and going, and recording and doing my thing. Once I get to certain steps, when you go live, you can't. But my next live, I'm gonna set it up a little bit better, where you can actually see what I'm doing and everything from the beginning to the end and everything. But only because this is Sunday night and this is late, and a lot of people got to get their kids, their babies up for school. I know, even though I work from home, I got to get myself mentally ready. I'm doing on the job training for 3 individuals, and they're sending me stuff to review. And one of them, I know I'm gonna have to spend pretty much all day with him tomorrow just to get him on the right page. But remember, if didn't nobody tell you that they love you, me, I'm just Nene. I love you. You have a blessed night. Thank you guys for coming to my first live. And you know what? Y'all get 2 big kisses. And I'm gonna put a picture up on my Instagram once everything is said and done. Okay? Y'all have a good night.